Hi everybody, stay tuned because we're assembling clue number 2 of the Cotton Cuts Piazza mystery quilt. So today is all about clue number 2 of the Piazza mystery quilt by Cotton Cuts. This is the second puzzle mystery quilt I've been doing. The first one was so sweet and I'm still working on that one too. But today it's all about clue number 2. I'm doing the Maggiore small version. So if you're doing the small version, quilt along with me. Also, if you're doing the large one, say hi and you can watch the video too. These aren't real long videos. This month, it's pretty easy to put together. So stick around and you'll see. Alrighty, so let me get together all the things I need for this month's puzzle mystery quilt with Cotton Cuts. This is the Piazza puzzle mystery quilt, and I'm doing the Maggiore, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, colorway, and I'm doing the small version. So I chose that red, white, and blue this time. So let's get started. I'm definitely going to keep this out because on the back it has all the colors, the fabrics that I need, and sort of references back to those, and that's extremely helpful. Usually about halfway through this puzzle mystery quilt I end up memorizing which fabric is which, but it's too early on this one to do that. I printed out my clue. Clue number 2, it looks like we do a lot of half square triangles. So that should be in this envelope, and here's my envelope. It's labeled number 2. And so far, this is the second puzzle mystery quilt I've blogged with Cotton Cuts on. Let me just put that plastic away. This is the second puzzle mystery quilt I've done with them. I've never had a problem with the cut pieces, the pressing of it, or I've never missed any pieces either. So it's been really great that way. I mean, it's really no fuss, no muss. I cannot recommend these too much. They're just great. It's a great program. Sometimes it's kind of nice to not worry about, designing a pattern or following a really tricky pattern. This is all laid out for you. Now you'll see some of their longer pieces, there will be a fold in it, and I will go ahead and press that really quickly when I get started, but I'm not going to use those right now. It looks like we do one section and we do 2 of them. So let's get started. First off, we're going to join triangle A to triangle B and press towards triangle B. Excuse me, towards triangle A. Whoops. Okay, let's say that again. We're going to join triangle A's to triangle B 8 times. We're going to make 8 of them, and we're going to press towards fabric A. Fabric A in my case is this the navy with the fireworks, and fabric B is this pinwheel. So we're going to join those up first. Let me set everything else aside. And hopefully there should be 8 in here of each one. Yep, there are 8. So to join these up, this month is pretty easy, I will say. It's all half square triangles except for that strip in the middle. You're going to join these up right sides together. Now these are new fabrics. They have not been washed. I do not recommend washing them, or you'll get them all wrinkle and they might, fray, that kind of thing. However, it means they might be a little slippery. So you might want to pin here. Some people do. I'm notorious for not pinning, so I probably will not pin, but I'll just hold it with my fingers. But you're more than welcome to pin here. And basically you are going to sew 1/4 inch seam allowance throughout this whole project. You're just going to sew along that long side, pressing them open towards fabric A, which is my darker fabric. Alright, so here are my half square triangles. I made 8 of them. And the next thing I'm going to do is take 4 of these. I'm going to set the rest aside. And we're going to lay them out with just like this. They have a nice diagram. That's the really nice thing about the patterns, is they have such nice and easy to read diagrams. That are nice and big too, which for my age, I need that. I need stronger reading glasses, it seems like these days. But anyway, so I love that, and I love that they have pressing directions too. So you're going to sew these 4 together in a row, and you're going to press towards the A each time. So you're going to press from here to here, here, and here. And you're going to do that. You're going to make 2 strips that look like that. So for this one, Again, easy. I probably, again, won't pin here, but it's totally up to you if you want to pin or not. The fabrics are a little bit slippery, so you might want to. But I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. All right, so here are my 2 strips. Let me move that out of the way a little bit. And they should look like this with your fabric A on the top left, and they're all pressed towards the right, and you got 2 of them. Love this fabric. Some of it has a lot of bling in it. This colorway, this Maggiore, is really cool. So next thing we're going to do is we are going to pull over those rectangles of fabric E, and we are going to sew. Let me move this one so we don't get confused. We're going to sew this to the top of this with fabric B matching up with this fabric E. So I don't know what colorway you're doing, but if you're doing mine, that's what it's going to look like. And for this one, I definitely will pin. I will pin along here the whole way so it doesn't slip. And then we are going to press towards fabric E. So we're going to press towards this once this row is sewn on. And we're going to do that 2 times. Alrighty, so here they are. They're ready to go. I'm going to set those aside for right now. They're nicely pressed towards that E fabric. The next thing we're going to do is pull out those other half square triangles that were left. In my case, the red and the white ones. For the red ones, that's my fabric D, and this fabric C is white. And you are going to lay those out, again making half square triangles. Do that like that. I mean, there's really no other way to do it. So you're going to make 8 of those, and when I come back, I'll show you how we put those together. There's a little trick with this row, so we need to pay attention. And in this one, before I sew, we are going to press towards fabric C, which in my case is white, but it's this upper left one. Alrighty, so here are these half square triangles, and again we're going to make a strip of 4. And this is where you want to pay attention, and they have it nicely diagrammed here. And I don't know what colorway you're doing, but what you're going to do is you're going to line these up like in this order, and then here's the tricky one. The very last half square triangle, you're going to flip the other way. See how that forms sort of a diagonal line there like that? In the other one, let me pull it back, you did not do that, but that is correct. You're going to do it that way so your fabric Ds match up and make this sort of stripe, this diagonal stripe. And you're going to make 2 of these rows, and then we're going to attach it to the bottom of that E strip that we just did a minute ago. So I am going to do that really quickly, and again, just watch your placement with that one. This fabric, it's really easy to see the difference. I've seen some pictures of other colorways, and it's a little bit trickier to see, so pay attention when you're doing that part. Alrighty, so here's one of my strips. I'm just going to show you on one of them. They're all sewn together. The one thing I forgot to tell you is how to press. You're going to press this seam to the left, this seam to the left, and this seam to the right. And the one thing I sort of messed up on the directions was they actually suggest you make this unit, let me erase this, you make this unit first and then press that to the right. So sorry about that, I missed that and I don't feel like pulling it all apart. So press this to the left, this to the left, and this to the right. And you're going to do that 2 times. And that's what they look like. I'm loving this red, white, and blue. Last but not least, you are going to join, and again, I'm going to move one out of the way. Remember that strip we did a few minutes ago? You're going to put this on the bottom with the C fabrics, the first 3 C fabrics up against that fabric E. So in my case, the white against that pinwheel medium blue. And you're just going to sew along that, and you're going to do that 2 times. Alrighty, here we go. Now I pressed towards E on this one. Of course, I just wrinkled it a little bit, but I pressed towards E, and you make 2 of these units. I really love that. Look how festive that is. There's the other one, and you can see that little twist here with the pattern this month. So again, this is clue number 2 of the Maggiore. I'm doing the Maggiore colorway, and this is the Cotton Cuts Fall of 2022 puzzle mystery quilt called Piazza. So much fun, and you should see all of the other colorways. And if you didn't get a chance to sign up for this one, sign-ups are now closed. But if you didn't get a chance, I highly urge you to look at their website, www.cottoncuts.com, for the next one, because these are a lot of fun, and they're great for any level, even beginners. So stay tuned next month for clue number 3. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I'd really appreciate it if you'd hit that subscribe button. I always love new subscribers. It means so much to me. I love it when you interact with me. I try to answer all of my comments from people. Let me know what colorway you're doing, or if you've ever done one of these before, and let me know what you thought about them. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day.